Hey hookers, welcome back to Inspired by a Smile. My name is Christy and today I'm going to show you how to make a cute pair of coffee cup earrings. So if you have a hook and some yarn, let's get started. Alright, so I've got my 2mm hook here, and this is one of the earrings already done up. I used some alphabet letters. You don't have to do that if you don't want to, just an idea. They look cute without it as well if you don't have them or don't want to. So right now I'll show you how to do you'll be starting them from the bottom, so it's the exact same as the top part where the coffee is. So I'll show you how to do both at once here. You can always make the coffee first also and then go on to the body, however you want to do it, but I'm going to show how to do both of those parts right now since they are the exact same. Alright, so we're going to start here and I'm going to do a chain of 4. While I'm doing that, I would like to thank everyone for watching my videos so far. I really do appreciate it. If you're not subscribed and have notifications on already, make sure that you do so that you don't miss any upcoming videos. So I'm just joining the end with a slip stitch, and that's going to be the magic circle basically. It's how I do it. And then you do a chain, and then you're going to crochet into the circle and over the little piece of yarn. And you want to do 8 half double crochet into the circle all together. When you're done, you can pull on the little piece of yarn to pull it tight. Close that circle up enough so you don't have a gaping hole. And again, you want to do 8 half double crochet in total into the circle. Also, if you want to follow me on any of my other social media platforms, if you have questions or just want to talk or anything, they're all linked at the top of my YouTube channel. And I also have PayPal and Patreon in case you want to tip me as an artist per month or do a one-time donation. They're both linked at the top as well. And it's not expected but very much appreciated if you can donate. Or sign up to the Patreon. Awesome, so we're at the beginning of the row here. Just going to grab my stitch marker. I'll be putting that in a sec. So in the first stitch I'm going to do 2 half double crochet in the same stitch. And then I'm going to place my stitch marker. If you need to move yours up after, go for it. You actually only need it in for the bottom. This is the bottom here. And again, this is going to be how you make the coffee part as well. So the first row for that is also 8 half double crochet into the circle. And then this row as well. So 2 in the same stitch all the way around, guys. And then I'll meet you back at the beginning. So that's 2 half double crochet in the same stitch. Alright, so I'm just going to show you how to start the sides of the cup. So after you're done that row, you can go and do a slip stitch, 2 stitches. I always skip a stitch over, and then do a chain after you do a slip stitch. Now you're going to go into the side of the stitch now and do a half double crochet in each one all the way around. You want to go on the side so that you start to form your sides after of the cup. So you're just going to do a half double crochet in the side of the stitch, or top, I guess you would say top stitch, all the way around. Gives the bottom of the cup a better look and everything too. So I'll meet you at the beginning of the row, guys. Just keep going. Oh, and you'll be doing 5 rows in total of this. Alright, so at the beginning of that first row, again, you want to do 5 in total of this same row, but before you continue, you can move your stitch marker. You just want to place it in between just so you know where the beginning is, and you can move it up if you do need to, but I'm just going to leave mine here. So now I'm just going to be going, I'm a little off camera here, I'm going into the first stitch and doing a half double crochet. There we go. So I'm just going into the first stitch after the stitch marker, and like I said, 5 rows in total, and you're just doing a half double crochet in each stitch. And when you're done this, you gotta turn it inside out. I'll be showing that after as well. And this is it finished. I do have one eye on it already, so that's what that is. Right now it is inside out. So at the end, you're actually going to skip a stitch and do a slip stitch, and that's how you'll be finishing it after the 5 rows. And you just have to leave a little piece of yarn, and you're just going to sew it in after. And when you're done, just turn it inside out like that. And see, I did it, because we did it on the outside there like that, it looks really good on the bottom. Alright, so this is, in case you do need to see how to put these in, they go in and sit really nicely when you use embroidery floss. So there we go. Just gonna clip that on. Then I'm going to show you how to sew on its little mouth before we make the handle. So I just have some black here, and it's on my needle already. As you can see, I knotted the bottom. So just go in from the inside, underneath the eyeball, wherever you want to start really. I gave it a nice size smile. It is coffee after all. Oh, I don't think I mentioned yet, if you guys don't mind either, if you want to go like the video at any time while you're watching, it is appreciated. It'll keep it in the algorithm and people will see it more. And also, I do take tutorial requests. So if you do, if there's something on my channel you don't see that you'd like me to make, you can always ask me. Don't be shy. So I did put that in the wrong spot, so I'm just gonna fix that here. And there's many more other pairs of earrings and other fun stuff in micro crochet on my channel. So don't forget to check that out as well. So this is just very simple, in and out. Awesome. So I'm just going to turn it inside out, and I'm going to go in the inside of the stitch and just fasten off in there, just so it doesn't come out or anything, to make sure it's secure. And alternatively, if you don't want to use safety eyes or don't have them, you can just make little black spots with the thread as well. Alright, so just going to snip that, and we'll be making the handle in a second. Awesome job so far, guys. There it is. Alright, so now we gotta make the little handle. It's really simple. So I'm just gonna do a chain of 8. I'm gonna do the chain and then show you how to start it. It took me a little longer to make too because it's smaller. But I'll show you how to start this after. So do a chain of 8, just like this. Grab the chain, do another chain, go in the second from the hook, and then you're going to do a half double crochet in the back bump only of the chain. See, it's a little tough to get through and awkward, especially because it's embroidery floss. It either works or doesn't, I find. So, of course, the first stitch is giving me a hard time. Just doesn't want to go smoothly. So I just gotta make sure I'm going in the right one. As long as you go in the right stitch, you'll have 8 half double crochet on your chain when you're done. So again, I'm just going to show you how to start it, then I'll come back when I'm done making it so I can show you how to sew it on. So you want to do 1 half double crochet in each back bump of the chain, and then you'll have 8 in total when you're done, like I said. Awesome. So yeah, just keep going like that. I'll come back when I'm done. Alright, so we have this little handle to sew on. You just want to leave a long enough tail to sew that on that end. You don't have to leave it overly long, just long enough. So you're going to be cutting a piece of the thread to actually sew it at the other end as well. So you can just tie that off. And then we're just going to tuck in this little piece of thread over here. So just go in the back of the piece. It's pretty noticeable which is the back. I'm just going to go through a few of the stitches here on the back of it. There we go. Alright, so I put the handles according to each side that you'll be wearing on the right ear. I put it on the opposite side, so for this one I'm just going to make sure it's on the other side. So grab the cup after threading your needle in that. And you can go right into the top stitch of the cup. And just go in and out a couple times here because you want to make sure it's nice and secure on there, and it stands up pretty nicely. It's nice and small, so. And I made sure that the front piece is showing on the outside there. Alright, so I'm just going to go on the inside and sew just a couple times here. Make sure it's on there and not going anywhere. And again, guys, if you're not subscribed and have notifications on, make sure that they are. Like the video, go follow me on any of my other socials. They're all linked at the top of my YouTube channel. So I'm just going to snip that. Now I'm going to cut a piece in a second as well so that we can sew the bottom on. And again, it's never expected, but if you want to do a one-time donation, big or small, there's PayPal. And if you want to tip me as an artist per month for $3 a month, Patreon is there as well. And it's greatly appreciated if you guys do. My family appreciates it as well. And again, if you guys do want to ask me to make something that's not on my channel, I don't mind. Some of my best tutorials are made, like you guys have requested them, so I really appreciate it when you guys ask me. Alright, so I'm just getting it lined up, and it's off camera for a sec there, but I also forgot to knot it here, so I actually ended up knotting the other end of the thread, just not right away. At first I was going to just sew it in after, but it ended up coming out anyways, as you'll see happening. But again, right now I'm actually just going into the inside of the cup and getting the first stitch in, just like this. But I actually didn't have it in there properly either. So like I said, I'll be fixing it in a second. But if you guys have it on there properly already, just go for it. Again, I ended up taking it out since it came out anyway. Yeah, see? Right through the same stitch. It's the only thing with working with the floss. Sometimes that happens. It's okay. So I'm knotting the end of my thread. And I'm just going to go through again. So right into the inside. And now I went closer to the side of the edge of the handle, so it's not going to come out again. And you just want to go in a few times here as well. Make sure it's on there nicely and it pops up nice too once you're done. And see? Such a cute little cup. I'm almost done getting this handle on. Alright, so I've got my stitches in, and I'm just going to go on the inside again and fasten it off. I don't show it, but I am going to cut the thread when I'm done as well. So after I go through the inside of the stitch, just give that a snip when you're done. We're almost done. On to stuffing next. Awesome. Alright, so we're gonna stuff this thing and then show you how to start sewing the coffee part in. So just stuff enough in there to make sure it has shape, and then we're gonna put the little piece of coffee right on top. There we go. So just make sure that that's facing the right way, so that the right side is facing up. And you're going to sew on the inside of the stitch of the pink so that you don't see it on the outside of the cup. So I'll show you how to start it here. So you go right through the coffee part, since that part doesn't matter, and then you're just going to grab the inside stitch of the cup. See, that way you don't see it on the outside. And then you can go closely together and do the same thing. Again, just going through the inside of the stitch and then into the coffee part. And you're going to do that all the way around until you get to the beginning again. And then don't cut or anything. Make sure your string's long enough, because we're going to put the beads on. Alright. So if you're actually putting beads on, make sure that you don't cut this when we're done here at all. If you're just putting the earring hook on, then it doesn't matter. But this actually has to be long enough to write out coffee. So I went right through the middle circle where the magic circle is, and I'm just going to grab my beads. Alternatively, if you don't have alphabet beads and you still want to put beads, like, you can just put normal ones as well and it would look cute. I just decided I wanted to write out coffee for them, because I really like these letters as well. Managed to get them at the dollar store. I got a bunch of them. They're really cool. They're not like the regular block ones, so I had to get them. So I'll show you how to start this. I got a needle that's going to fit through the bead. And I'm going to start with, I'm writing it out from the bottom up, so I'm going to start with the letter C. See, I got that on there. And now I'm going to tie a knot in between each letter just so they also stay in place a little bit better. So you just take the thread and make sure that your knot is close enough to the bead. If it's not, you're going to want to fix it. Awesome. See, it'll hold it in place a little bit better. So now I'm just going to put the O on and keep going, so on and so forth. Show you how to put that one on, and then I'll shut it off to finish. Then I'll show you how to finish off your earring. So again, I'm just going to knot it before I put on the next letter. And I'm going to do that after each one, even the end one. Awesome. Almost done, guys. Okay, so that is all done. So now you're going to grab your earring hook. Make sure that you have it facing the right way so that your earring is facing forward after. It's very much important. My thread is a little bit shorter than it should be, but it's still okay and manageable. Just gotta work it a little bit differently. So I'm gonna put it through the hook. Just dropped it there for a second. And I'm actually going to go through twice with the thread through the earring hook. So that's all I'm doing right now anyways, is I'm getting my thread through the little loop at the bottom of the hook. And again, make sure it's facing the right way. You want the hook part that goes into your ear facing backwards from the face of the coffee face. Alright, so I am just going to be going through, now that I got it in initially, I'm going through the little hole twice of the fish hook. I just, of course, had to come out though. Get that back on there. I just didn't go in the right way. So I'm just gonna do this here. My thread is a little bit shorter than I need it to be, but it's still manageable. a little annoying, but it's okay. Awesome. And now after this, as long as you have it facing the right way, make sure that you do. You want to go through the first 2 letters at least with the needle, and you can tuck in your thread. So I'm just going to show you how to do that here. If you use different beads, then same thing, you can do that. Or if you're just putting no beads, it'll go tucked into the coffee part itself. So I'm just going through the first 2, and I'm just gonna put the needle through first. It's so short, the thread, that it just keeps falling out anyway. So needle in first if this is what is happening to you as well. And then you can rethread it. Again, thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. If you haven't liked the video already, please give it a like. Make sure you are subscribed and have notifications on so you don't miss any of my upcoming videos. And if you want to follow me on any of my other social media platforms, please do. They're all linked at the top of my YouTube channel. And if you have any tutorial requests, let me know those too. So I got it through. Now I just have to trim that little piece off. That way it's secure a little bit better as well. Awesome. So now I have 2 little cups of coffee. So tiny and so cute. And I'll show them in a second if it'll just get in my hand. There we go. Awesome job, guys. They're so adorable. Yay.